new Diaspora Live. Good morning, Diaspora. Good morning, Diaspora. Bonjour tout le monde. Buongiorno, everybody. Buenos tardes, buenos días. Et bonjour, Diaspora. Ou pratiquement avec Miguelito Jérôme, Marie-Flo Morette. Et jeudi, nous avons Lucas Merzius. Le fameux Lucas, finalement, qui choisit de joindre nous la jeudi. Et puis, fini, c'est ce que le poté. Soit cadeau, soit bagage sérieux. So, de toutes les façons, on a gagné Lucas Merzius et nous gagnons avec nous un special guest. And today we have Joyce Barnes, right there, qui est avec nous le show. So, nous allons faire un spécial jeudi. Nous allons essayer de naviguer, nous allons essayer de mélanger un petit crasse entre créole, anglais et tout le monde. All right? So, let's go, people. Introduce yourself and comment nous y est. C'est nous bien dormi. Good morning, Lucas. Good morning.
Avec Miguel
Good morning to everyone. Marie. Marie, Moët,
Yep.
International Miguelito.
The International Miguelito, c'est toujours comme ça, c'est toujours le même nom, hein, but on va pas élaguer n'importe comment. Bon, ça qui passe. Jeudi et lundi lié, chaque lundi, je suis content. Lundi, je choisis un mood, je suis content. Yeah. Hein? Non, comme vous voulez, on va pas besoin de rien pour ça, non? Guys, on va pas besoin de rien pour que chaque lundi, qui est content. Juste lever, dire today you'll be happy and that's it. No coffee at all. No coffee at all. So jeudi, c'est pratiquement. You have what? Sorry. Oh, you had your coffee already.
I'm not allowed to have coffee.
Stay alive.
Yeah, you have to have coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
That's just, lifeblood.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
That's for sure.
Lifeblood. I wish my physician was here.
What is lifeblood again? The
Coffee.
Coffee.
All right, people. Mm-hmm. My grandma
Coffee
can hear
is
you.
life. Coffee is life. Lucas, même si moi je vais faire une introduction pour nous rapide sur Mrs. Barnes et même si les mêmes après nous pourrons parler, mais on connaît que conversation avec lui après en anglais. Ou même on fait une introduction en créole pour moi et puis from there we can switch to her in English.
Okay. So matin nous gagnons on honneur pour nous présenter Joyce Barnes qui c'est un monde qui travaille dans un groupement qui est le Modern African Diaspora. Experience LLC. Elle était un monde qui était participé dans 18 mai qui était fait dans Springfield là, dans le programme ça qui était venu et qui était approché nous, il était gagné un projet jusqu'à dans la travail sur lui, c'est pour cette raison ça qui fait là matin et projet ça c'est jouer on play de la vie de Toussaint et avec l'été fait nous parler de ça
Toussaint Jean-François?
Non, Toussaint l'ouverture.
Oh.
Toussaint l'ouverture et puis
C'est pas Toussaint qui compte faire travail pour nous, hein?
Non, c'est pas Toussaint ça.
Et moi Toussaint qui doit me tout.
So l'été approché nous et c'était madame Casey Rollins qui était connectée ensemble avec nous pour nous être capable de joindre des haïtiens et nous faire plusieurs tentatives pour nous inviter haïtiens pour être capable de jouer mais nous pas jouer en pile monde et nous jouons quelques monde.
OK.
Les moi nous pas jouer monde obligé faire partie de lui.
Hey, donc nous avons Lucas qui va sur les planches.
So
Attendez, je comprends bien. Lucas tourne acteur?
Il va tourner acteur, non? Donc, Lucas va servir à la communauté pour la vérité.
So m'a pas jouer bon son bail qui est très drôle.
Ah, mais tous on va jouer.
Non, c'est pas Toussaint parce que baguette vraiment. Le rôle que moi jouer c'est c'est Wonsi. Wonsi Bookman.
Let's do Wonsi.
Yeah,
so go ahead, Joyce.
I have the honor to introduce you to
Joyce Barnes.
Yeah.
All right.
A little bit. So thank you very much, all of you, for having me here. It's been a remarkable bunch and what happened. Only been here about half an hour, and I'm just brimming with new knowledge, and that's kind of what the play is about: is to help people understand more about Haiti than what they can just get from the newspapers.
Of course,
Yes.
of course.
Yeah, so I'm very happy to present this a stage reading. I'll talk more about what that means. Of this play. It was written around the 1960s by Colonel Charles Young, who was a military attaché, and the play has never been performed. Never been so this weekend.
This weekend.
When exactly
No
this
pressure.
weekend? This
pressure.
Saturday?
Saturday and Sunday, August 12th, 3 p.m. at what's called the
PNC?
Arts Annex, which is in Diaspora. Anyway, this performance will be a world premiere. So, and the purpose, one of the reasons that we're doing this as a staged reading is because this script that Colonel Charles Young wrote needs to be adapted to a movie. This story needs to become a blockbuster, full-length feature, worldwide release film.
Definitely.
And so that's the stage reading is an introduction to people who don't know anything about Haiti or Tucson or the history. And it's also, I hope, to be a celebration or, for the people who do. So that's what it's about. And I'm here to ask people to please come out, support it, and give us some advice. Be involved in the process of making this into a movie. I'm looking for today just not more knowledge, yeah, and more opportunities for us to exchange knowledge. Yeah.
Definitely. That's the way to
So remind
build a
us,
stronger community.
the date and the name of the event again.
Okay, so the name of the play is Toussaint Louverture, a Negro history drama.
Mm-hmm.
It is going to be a staged reading on August 12th and 13th, this upcoming Saturday and Sunday at 3 o'clock p.m.
Mm-hmm.
at the PNC Arts Annex in Dayton, Ohio.
All right.
And people can get tickets from DaytonLive.org, DaytonLive, one word, .org. We only have 110 seats per performance.
Okay.
Yeah, so I really encourage people to
Get your
tickets
early.
soon. I think, people will show up, as they often do, on the day of, and sometimes we're sold out. Now, this is a brand new play. It's brand new experience, and it's a staged reading. So we don't know what's going to happen, but right now,
hopeful.
ticket sales are good. And so I encourage people to get their tickets as soon as they can.
So we encourage the Haitian community to show up to see.
Définitivement, on travaille qu'a fait sur Toussaint Louverture,
Yeah.
c'est littéralement pour nous qu'il a fait.
It's
And I think it's a double rewards. It's not only bringing the life of Toussaint Louverture, it's also acknowledging this man, this officer, who put time on writing a play about a great man.
Absolutely.
And over 100 years later, we are finding a way to bring the two of them back to life.
You know what, Mary? That is so incredible because in my mind, now I'm not writing the script, but in my mind, both of these men are going to be in that movie.
Yes.
Yeah. And I don't know exactly how that will come to be, but I feel like we have to put them together.
Definitely.
Gosh, you and I, yeah. No, seriously, that I've not heard anyone else say that except in my head, So yeah, that's exactly the way I
So
feel.
the voice in your head is speaking the truth.
The voice in my head. Sometimes
So
you
can
have to
you-
embrace those voices.
Can you tell the Haitian community we got other Haitian
Yes.
performers too?
We have not only Mr. Lucas Messias, and we also have Daddy and Dorleen Fan, and
Nidasa?
Nidasa and Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin.
Kevin Solomon. So they all came out and auditioned for the play because I came here to Springfield to try to find actors, people who might want to be involved. And thanks to Casey Rollins, she introduced me to a lot of people. I don't know, so I think I just sent out text messages to people that she had given me the numbers for. And Dorleen, I think, was the first one that got in touch with me. And since then, we've just kind of been in communication like almost every week. And I'm really appreciative already for the contribution that these guys have made to helping us pronounce things, first off. Yeah,
It can be tricky.
absolutely. Nadasa told me, I don't want to do a spoiler alert, but let me just say that Nadasa told me that when the Haitian national anthem is sung on January 1st, that you only sing the first verse that day, and then the next day you sing the. We were going to do the whole thing, and see, that's the kind of correction
Yes, you need.
that we need. So I'm asking the Haitian community in Springfield to come out and provide us some feedback. I'm looking for everyone
Yes.
who comes
Yes.
to provide feedback. As I was just saying, I'm hoping that we can have a little talk back afterwards. But if not, there will be a survey, and you can just go to the survey and provide some feedback. You can be involved in that way. You can be involved beyond that in ways that I'll get to some other time because my mind can't manage it right now. But so it is both ways.
Yes,
Both ways
definitely.
of. I would love for people to know who Charles Young was.
Yes.
So my question would be, what exactly inspired you or pushed you to come up with that type of initiative at the first place?
To come up with
With the initiative of that play,
fate,
faith.
ancestors, the gods, whoever, because I found this play.
You found it.
I found it. I'm
There
gonna take
was a
credit for
call.
that. Yeah,
It's definitely
I'm
fake.
gonna take credit for that because I did not know this play existed 2 years ago. I didn't know Charles Young existed 2.5 years ago. And during COVID, a very dear friend, Tim Haney, who is on the board for Caesar's Fort Theater in Xenia, asked me if I would write a script for a short film about Colonel Charles Young. And I said no until I said yes. And then I really didn't know very much about Colonel Young at all. And so I started doing research, and I had, in doing that research, I learned that this very accomplished military man also wrote music, wrote poetry, wrote essays and novels, books, and he wrote a play. And this play, Toussaint Louverture, a Negro history drama. And I was just floored, so I started looking for it, and I couldn't find it. So I just kept doing research in this archive, and one day, there it was, that play was there. And I just, truthfully, when I saw it, I wanted it to be awful so that I could just drop this whole thing, because I knew it was big. I knew it was big because of Toussaint and because of the history. I just knew that. So, but I read it, and it was awesome. It was fantastic. It was beautiful. It was more than I would have expected, and it's very long. So we've had to shorten it. We've had to take some things out and adapt it for the stage. We have 13 actors playing like 30 characters.
13 actors.
13 actors
13
reading, because this is a
Dancers.
staged reading. The play has over 30 something characters. It has like 20 scenes. It's unproducible on a stage. I don't know what Charles Young was thinking when he wrote it. Actually, I do kind of have some theories about that, but I'll get into that later. So we've had to adapt it because we don't have the resources to produce it as a full play.
Okay.
So that's why it is a staged reading,
Okay.
an abridged, a shortened version. But
But
it is
it's a start, definitely.
it is a start,
Yeah.
and it is still telling the story that I've compared it to like a Shakespearean level tragedy, except that in this story, the ending, the very last page, just makes it a triumph. It really does, and that's why I don't want to give away. But
That's where I was coming. I'm sorry, but that's where I was coming. El Negro drama, right? It's quite a strong title, right?
yes, it is.
And
Yes, it is.
like without even giving us any or doing any spoiler alert or anything, why this title and what part? I don't know how even to say that without telling us the whole story or the play. But could you share with us, how the play delves into that experience of African American or Toussaint Louverture, and how do you connect, the dots between different culture,
Yeah. Well,
Because
That's a heavy question.
Because a Negro here means a lot, right? And
Well-
the Negro drama, it's a whole lot.
Yes.
yeah.
And
yes.
not regular drama, history drama.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's just
A,
one.
yeah.
Just one.
Just one. The term Negro itself has fallen out of favor. But in 1905, 1906, that was what black people in America called themselves, Negroes. So that's why it's in the title. We sometimes have shortened the title along with shortening the actual script to just Toussaint Louverture. But that doesn't tell the whole story.
Yeah.
So
Doesn't empower the.
it really doesn't. So the play, of course, is set during the periods of 1791
Okay.
to 1803. It ends before the victory at Vertières.
Vertier.
Vertières. Before the Declaration of Independence in 1804, before Dessalines took over. But we're not ending it there. So again, I don't want to give too much away. So it takes place entirely in Haiti, except for the parts that's in France.
And France.
France.
France. Yep.
And how is it tied to the experience of African Americans here? In some ways, the experiences are entirely different because the enslaved people in Haiti rose up and won.
Yeah.
Yep.
They defeated the French, the English, the Spanish. The powers that be here in the States did not want that victory, that story, to make its way here, but it did.
To spread out. Yeah.
But it did.
Yeah, in
And
some
so,
way.
some people would say that it inspired Nat Turner's rebellion, Denmark Vesey. I mean, these people knew about what happened in Haiti.
course.
And so they also felt empowered to start their own revolt and to fight for their own freedom. The numbers of African Americans here at that time, never reached the numbers of Haitians, black Haitians at that time. So the rebellions here were not successful, and that's the main difference.
Yeah.
But I think personally that, we are all Toussaint in a way. We have a
Toussaint
a
on
loop.
us.
Yes, absolutely. We have a logo
Yeah.
that says, "Who is Toussaint?"
Yeah, who is this?
But it's not a question. It's like, this is who Toussaint is. Toussaint is us. We are him.
Yeah.
And I could go into all the reasons why I think that's so, but I think that the kind of person who could lead a revolution and write a constitution. I mean, he was an incredible man, but we all have incredible things about us, and we can achieve things that seem impossible,
Yes.
that seem
Yes.
unlikely,
That's for
that
sure.
people are rooting against us to achieve. And that's just one way that I think that we are Toussaint, and Toussaint is
Toussaint
us.
in some way.
I just want to say also, most American students learn about the Louisiana Purchase. Well, if it had not been for the Haitian
For the
Revolution,
Haitian, it wouldn't happen.
that would
Yep.
not have happened.
Yeah, that would have happened. Yep,
That
no,
would
for
not
sure.
have happened.
Now, that exactly is one of the part of the story of the history that sometimes they don't really talk about or
Yeah.
tell us.
Yeah.
We know that historical accuracy and also cultural representation. Since you doing it for the Haitian with a Haitian, let's say, personality or character, right?
Yeah.
Toussaint Louverture.
Yeah.
Now, these things are really important for that play, for say. So, how did you approach, the research or find the right information to make it match what's on the book or on that, story
script.
and the script, to illustrate that?
Yeah.
How that process? Tell us,
Ooh.
How was that?
Okay, so like truthfully, I think that this script is the only one that I've found written in English
Really?
about.
How about Toussaint?
I mean, no, not the only one. The
Okay.
first one.
Okay, I got
The
it.
first one written in
There's
English.
more.
Yes, there are more. But the ones that have come later by C.L.R. James and others, they've had the benefit of archives and from the French archives and archives in Haiti that were not known necessarily to Colonel Young at the time. So there are things, it's a play, so there are things that are not necessarily
Accurate?
accurate,
Okay.
true to history.
Okay.
I think that his approach was to tell this story as the story of this sort of tragic hero.
Okay.
Sort of like in the Greek
Got it.
classical tragedy
got
or
it.
the Shakespearean classical tragedy.
Understand.
But in those types of plays, those existing plays, the hero always dies at the end. And that happens, but like I said, that's not the end for us. It's just not.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. No, please.
Yeah, I'm listening to you, and on another hand, I'm recalling the reading of Aimé Césaire play, The Tragedy of King Christophe.
Yes.
La tragédie du roi Christophe.
Yeah.
And I think it's very important to have those type of plays, and it's literally a learning material where we can see that it wasn't only one person.
Yes.
We have a tradition of
Right.
great men and women shifting
Absolutely.
history. We are literally breaking narratives, and that's what we need to move forward. And we have to make sure that we don't lose the focus.
Absolutely. And I, as I said, I think this is the first play in English. And he obviously, Colonel Young, did some research while he was there. He also had the benefit of being there and being able to walk according to records, to travel to places in Haiti that no one had been to. No white person for sure had been to since 1804, but even Americans, not very many people from outside Haiti had gone to these places. So I think he had a real connection to that part of the history. But as I've learned, and as we always know, it's not just one person, right? And so this is a start. This is a start.
This is a start for sure.
Look, I was looking for some music for this production in what's called the Internet Archive.
I know
And
that.
I found a play about Joseph Bologna,
Yes.
I found a play about him.
Yes.
So
The Black
next,
Mozart.
we are trying to
The
establish
Chevalier de Saint-Georges.
Chevalier de Saint Georges. We are trying to establish an African American theater company in Dayton because we don't have one. We have a lot of great theater in Dayton,
Got it.
but we do not have an African American
African-American.
theater company.
Yep.
And so that's another goal we're working toward. And so from year to year,
For
Let's
that.
make it work.
and because I also am someone who is interested in the diaspora, I want to bring plays that are from other places.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
from
Other people.
Africa, from Asia.
Yes,
probably,
absolutely,
for-
absolutely.
Yep.
And this is not to disparage anything that is
Yeah.
written by Americans or written about Americans.
It's just
but
a different, you know.
it's a broader view.
yeah, broader
It's a
view,
broader
yeah.
because
different perspectives. Yep.
because
Yeah.
we're everywhere. We are
Everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah.
We are
we
everywhere.
can be just telling the same story over and over.
We don't have to tell the same stories over. We really don't have to tell the
Let's
same
bring
So-
the African history of Brazil, the African
Yes.
history of Mexico,
stories. Mexico,
the
absolutely.
African
Speaking of that,
history of Chile.
That's what's gonna be my-
Republic.
Martinique.
Yeah, Martinique, Guadeloupe.
Guadeloupe. Is
Yeah.
that? I think Chevalier was born in Guadeloupe.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on. There's just so much there. And I'm a senior, so I know that I'm just like trying to get this started. I'm looking for other people
Yeah.
to-
The Cadrania.
to continue
Continue
this
that,
to
mhm.
forever because
It's a call for volunteer people.
It's a call
we,
for-
we need engagement.
Yes.
Come join and
Committed people,
empower the
too.
world.
And I will say that a small portion of the performance will be on Facebook Live. So
That's
for
what I was
your
gonna say.
international audience,
We'll be
you will
able
be
to-
able to see a
Yeah.
small portion of
Yes.
it.
That's why was
Yes.
my next question actually. Are we allowed to, put it out there to publish it on Facebook or even be live, during the play?
Not the whole play, my friend.
I
You
don't
don't
know.
want to give all the good thing away at once.
Well, if it were up to me, I would want the whole play
To be out there.
videotape, not necessarily on Facebook Live, but videotape.
For record.
Yeah, recorded. So because we want to make this into a movie, and so we're going to need to make a pitch
So how
reel.
long? How long it is?
That's a good question. Because the play is very long, and we've been cutting, and so I can answer that probably Saturday.
When you see it.
Still working on coming.
But we have planned for the first half to be an hour,
Okay.
an intermission for 15 minutes, and then the second half to be 30 minutes to 45 minutes.
Okay,
So roughly an hour, 45 minutes.
Okay, let's say
2
2
hours.
hours.
2 hours tops.
If you're going to Dayton this Saturday, right?
This Saturday,
The
this
time
Sunday,
is
3
at
p.m.
3 p.m. So it will be
3
like a
p.m.
3 to 5 event.
Yes.
Yeah.
With hopefully something after that. There's another element, another surprise. It's not a surprise anymore because I just posted it on Facebook last night. But there is an image at the end of the play. Like I said, the play ends differently from other tragedies. And I searched for, it's described very beautifully by Colonel Young. And I searched for that image by the name that he called it. I couldn't find it anywhere. So it is such a powerful image. I was talking to the director, who is Professor Michelle Hayford. She's the director of theater, dance, and performance technology at the University of Dayton.
Okay.
She's directing this, and I was telling her that, I really would love to have an artist create this image. She found an artist who is a performance artist. His name is Benjamin Baum. He goes by Boy Blue. And when I say performance artist, he only creates art with an audience.
Whoa.
So he started off as a chalk artist in Dayton. I actually ran into some of his work.
Oh, he's from Dayton.
He is a local Dayton
Like, local.
young man,
That's good.
25 years old, I think.
That's good.
He's going to blow up.
You
You heard it here first.
Yes.
Boy
yes.
Blue it is,
He's going
right?
to blow up. But he's going to create an original work of art over the 2 days of the performance.
Nice.
And then
Amazing.
that piece will go up for
You
auction.
said 2 days?
The pieces are going for auction?
It is going up for auction.
Man.
You said 2 days, the event?
He's already started part
Okay.
of it, like how artists have to prepare their
Yeah.
canvas.
Okay,
But he
got
has
it.
some techniques
Preparation.
that he uses that require him to prepare the canvas in a certain way when he's dealing with melanated skin. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. But he's going to complete part of it the first day and then complete it, the rest
The
of
other
it
part,
the second day. So the people who come on Saturday will not see the finished product until after Sunday's performance, when we will.
So we have a performance on Sunday too. It's a 2-day event.
Yeah,
Sunday.
two days.
Saturday, 12 and 13.
Yeah, 12 and 13. But it's,
So-
the whole play one day and then the whole play the next day.
Oh, it's the same play.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah,
got
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So if you can't go on Saturday, 3 to 5.
Yes,
You can join on Sunday.
absolutely.
Same time, 3 to
Same
5?
time.
Yeah, 3 to
Same
5.
place.
3 p.m.
Yep.
Do you have the address? It's for the PNC Annex. I tell you what, if you go to DaytonLive.org, you will find all the information, directions, address.
Direction, and
Yeah.
be able to get your tickets. as
And you
well.
can get your tickets. That's right.
Miss Joyce.
Yes, ma'am.
Your dress.
I know that you're working with 2 big men, but me personally, I want to hear about your experience navigating this, and because you take a lot of time talking about them, and I know for sure that women, most of the time, we tend to diminish our work, and we have that imposter syndrome. And
Yeah.
to me, I cannot say that I will be able to navigate all of that. So I want you to share with us what it meant to you professionally, because it's literal. We're not rewriting a play, but you have to make some major decision on what you want to keep, what we can have on stage, what we cannot, and regarding the current period of time, what was allowed in 1907, is it still allowed in 2023? And how was your experience?
Well, this has been several years in the making. I didn't find the play until 2021, but I was doing research before that. I have to say it goes back to Black Panther, the release of Black Panther.
Wakanda.
And when I went to see Wakanda Forever, in that last scene in Haiti,
Yeah, that's it.
and then when she said, "What's your Haitian name?" He said Toussaint. I mean, it just validates. You're right. I do diminish my work. I do that.
So stop
but
doing that.
Stop
please.
doing that. But
Because
that, yeah.
you have us, the next generation that you want to take over,
Yes.
that are watching.
Would
So
you like the job? Seriously. Right now.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Well, we're going to talk.
Wow. That was quick.
I would like to say something
Settle.
about, I would like to say something about the women in the
So
play.
I'm the manager, so you have
Okay.
to talk.
Oh,
to
you're her
Go
manager?
Yeah.
And
My man,
I should get my
excuse
10%
me, excuse me, I'm a nation woman.
I should be my,
So
I
we
should
are
have my
the one
10%
making
cut.
decision.
Let's keep moving, people. Let's
Speaking
keep
of
moving. Let's keep
Haitian
moving.
women,
Calm down, calm
there's
down.
a Mama Loa,
Mama Loa.
Cecile Fatima,
Oh,
but she's not named. I don't think Charles Young knew her name
uh-huh.
at the time. So she's not named in the script. She just goes as Mama Loa.
Mama Loa.
Who you corrected our pronunciation because we were pronouncing that completely wrong. I'm not even going to embarrass myself. Now. And then Suzanne Toussaint. The play also has, French colonials as characters, French officers, Napoleon Bonaparte, and Jean Duclair.
Jean Duclair.
Jean Duclair, okay. So mixed race people, and there are some female characters that represent those two groups of characters in the play as well. Madame Auge, I'm not sure that I'm pronouncing.
Auger.
Is it Auger?
Auger.
Okay.
Auger.
So now we know. And her daughter, who conspires to kill Toussaint. So I don't know if that's a true story, but it's in the play.
All right.
An assassination attempt. So, but in my research, I've also learned about other people, including like
Sunny Belair.
Sunny Belair. I want to learn more about her and her contribution and all
See,
of it.
this is exactly. Sunny Belair has been literally erased. So that's a problem. We tend to bring the men at the front. I'm not saying that their intake in everything isn't worthy enough.
Yeah.
I'm saying that in our history, most of the time, women were at the front. And
Yeah.
we were
Yeah.
the one
Yeah.
going to get the weapon. We were the
Yeah.
one going to, I don't know, play some trick on the colonials.
Yeah, because it's a history thing too. Not only
Not
in
in
our
Haiti,
history.
yeah.
No, I was going to say
Yeah.
that's the story of the civil rights movement here.
Well,
I mean,
here
everybody
in
knows Dr.
Asia,
Martin Luther King Jr.
everywhere, yeah.
and they should.
Mm,
And
the
everybody
women's
kind of
rights
knows
and
Rosa
everything, yep.
Parks, but who?
Yeah.
How many other women? How many other people?
Mm-hmm.
But especially women.
So that's why I'm calling
Yeah.
you out.
Yes.
You cannot just shut your whole work like that.
Yeah, no.
And
All right.
it's definitely part of the legacy we are building here.
Yeah.
And we got to, starting today,
Start
making
somewhere.
sure that we know that when we say a Negro history drama about Toussaint Louverture, Joyce Byrne was the woman behind it.
Yes.
That's it. That's it.
That's it.
You know, just
So-
reminding you all that we had Joyce Barnes from the Modern African Diaspora Experience. That's the name of the production,
That's the name of my company.
the company,
The
and
production company that's doing the play is called Theater Made,
Theater Made. All
which
right.
MADE
Theater
stands
Made.
for Modern African
LLC.
Diaspora
Diaspora.
Experience.
All right. So
Thank
we
you, Sister,
definitely.
I appreciate that very much. And I'm going to take it to heart.
All
I'm
right.
going to take it to heart.
Yes,
I
please.
really am.
Yes.
And
We
because
did-
you're not the first one to tell me this. My own sister tells me this all the time. And you know, it just takes repetition sometimes.
Start
Sometimes.
listening to
Yeah.
us.
Hey, that's great,
Yes.
people. It was amazing today to have you. It's
Thank
a
you.
pleasure. And have to keep talking about it during the day or the week about that event. In Creole, so we can connect with more Haitian people.
Absolutely.
And
Yes.
I really appreciate you all. The whole production and your company for kind of going through that direction.
Yes.
And my last question for you before we end the interview, it's basically, this Saturday, what are your expectations that would explain the success of that event?
We have done plays in the Dayton area and in some of the other cities, Xenia, Springfield, Columbus, and pretty much every show that we have done has sold out, except for the one in Springfield. But before COVID, we did The Face of Emmett Till. Do you guys know the story of Emmett Till?
That's
Not
Egypt.
No, this was in Mississippi.
Oh, here.
Oh.
All right.
Oh my gosh, that is,
It's heavy.
it was a heavy
Gotta go
story
through
to
that.
tell. It was so heavy.
When you say Mississippi,
And right after it, COVID came in. We all needed that break. It was the young man who played Emmett Till had to be murdered on stage five times for six performances.
oh Lord.
So it was very heavy, and I forgot what I was leading to with this. You asked me
Hey, your expectations for that.
expectations. So
that
we've
would explain
sold
the
out.
success.
We've sold out just about every show we've done. So my expectation is that we're going to sell out, but I don't know if that's going to happen. But that's my expectation.
Great.
That's my
great, great.
expectation.
All right.
It
Thank
is
you.
only going to happen through the works of
Yeah.
the communities
Yes, let's
coming
push it.
together.
Yeah.
The communities that is already together, the diasporan community. All you people everywhere outside the United
Everywhere.
States, talk about it too.
Yep.
Because this is a world premiere, and the movie is going to be a world premiere, and it will be shot in Haiti. It will be filmed in Haiti.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. Yep, I'm gonna say
Acting.
Tillich definitely performing. I didn't know the guys were, you were an actor, but I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Congratulations. I will go.
Thank
You
you.
know,
So
with my
now
little
you
crew.
have got to bring it. You know that because
Yeah.
he's
Yes,
issued
my-
a challenge. You're an actor. Yeah, you're an
Yeah.
actor.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much,
Thank you.
people.
Thank
it
you
was
all.
it was an amazing time, and
Yeah.
let me just say that in Creole real quick. Good diaspora, c'est ça que lié. Good morning diaspora, c'est
Al chercher
pratiquement
yon
chercher une information, and also information qui a un rapport assez souvent avec diaspora. Et Jean de Kaweli, jeudi, nous gagnons Jess Barnes qui vient parler de ça que l'a fait dans la communauté diaspora, ou soit
Diaspora.
afro-américain,
Yeah,
ou soit
haïtien,
afro-diaspora. Je le dis bien afro-diaspora. Donc, surtout, c'est les gens qui sont d'origine africaine, qui nous connaissons diaspora, un mouvement de déplacement, assez souvent même, c'est courir, qui était là, nous, pour nous regrouper de l'autre côté et pour nous créer l'autre cellule, l'autre environnement, l'autre expérience. Et nous souhaitons que nous-mêmes qui sommes dans la diaspora, que ce soit ou haïtiens, ou africains, ou whatever, côté, nous sommes capables de venir apprécier l'activité que fait samedi ça, dans la cour Dayton. Nous avons pour nous partager l'adresse dans le link en bas live. Là. Et nous avons de 3h à 5h, nous avons une performance.
C'est 34 minutes.
34 minutes
Pour
seulement.
sortir Springfield.
Et vous avez une
34
chance,
minutes.
ouais, Tilly qui a performé en grand pampan. Et bien rapide.
Respectez l'artiste là.
Respectez l'artiste là. Bien rapide pour me terminer, je vais saluer tout Bolivien, monde qui sont de Bolivie, avec monde qui sont de Jamaica, parce que hier c'était pratiquement Independence Day, monde qui sont de
Jamaïque.
la Jamaïque, Jamaican people. Et il y a des chances de manger un petit jerk chicken, Jamaican jerk
Yeah,
chicken
jerk
yesterday. Yeah, juste pour les gars célébrer
Avec eux.
ensemble avec les Jamaïcains. Et nous avons salué tous les Boliviens qui étaient hier, qui ont célébré l'indépendance. Mais hier surtout, c'était le Friendship Day. Et hier, nous avons une chance à Timari réunis avec quelques camarades, quelques amis.
C'est de respecter
Et,
qu'on est là que on peut jouer la sur ma friendship day. It was my family day.
Hey.
To me, it was family day.
Family doesn't mean
when friends become family.
Family doesn't, take you out from the friendship word. It's the same thing, or it's one thing with two different pieces. You family, you friends, you everything. All right, so don't get jealous or
Say
crazy about it.
everything.
All right, people, merci un peu tout le monde qui était avec nous. C'est un réel plaisir. Good morning, Diaspora. Et vous
Bye
souhaitez
tout
qu'on
le
passe
monde.
une très bonne journée. Jeudi, ensemble avec NDL, New Diaspora Live. You're listening to NDL.